Good morning all. Hope you're doing well, hope you're staying safe. So yesterday was day one of reopening Florida. So certain things were opening, it was just like spring buds coming through. We're certainly not in summer yet. I was able to go out and get some video yesterday from Disney Springs and also from the International Premium Outlet Mall and from iDrive. So I'm going to bring you that before I get you the news. In the news today we've got the usual US daily cases, Florida daily cases, a new model by the Institute of Health Metrics and Evaluation, which predicted 134,000 deaths in America by the end of August. That's not quite true at the moment, I'll bring you that. Disney yesterday reiterated that although it was selling rooms from June the 1st, that doesn't mean that they're going to be open by June the 1st. So I've got you that. Universal Orlando said the same, although there was an internal memo released yesterday to its team members, which kind of says that they are gearing up. And there's also a tweet. Now you can take a tweet as you want, but there was a tweet yesterday that said that intimated that there was going to be an opening of Universal Orlando City Walk on May the 11th. So if they're opening on May the 11th, maybe Disney Springs will open on May the 11th. And finally, several malls did open yesterday. Simon Property Group, who opened a lot of malls, actually said while I was out that they were opening malls, and I didn't know. But yeah, 3 malls opened yesterday. So that's the headlines for the news. Let's get to it in a second. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you'll get this every morning, usually from Monday through to Saturday, and I have Sunday off. So yeah, subscribe and get this every day. Okay, let's get to the news. There's the Lime Garage. I'm going to try and get up these steps and over that bridge if I can. And then I'm going to see if I can get into Disney Springs. I'm not sure I'll be able to, and I'm not going to make much of an effort. If they tell me I can't, then I can't. I'm certainly not going to outstay my welcome. If they say I can, then happy days. I'll take a few snaps and I'll have some video and off I'll go. Still not much traffic obviously because there's not much going on. Certainly no public around. Cops, lots of cops, lots of Disney security. There's a cop right now. Lots of Disney security. So they may tell me something before I get too far, but let's see. Here we go. Okay, so this is the bridge that leads over Buena Vista Drive into Disney Springs. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I've got my surgical mask on today, just in case, just for a bit added protection. There we go. So not a lot going on. Actually got a few butterflies in my stomach now because I certainly don't want to be trespassed off of Disney property. So there's only me around. I can't see anybody else with a camera, just work people. There's the entrance into, or the exit from the garage there. Well, there's nothing stopping me going down there. I'm not sure I really want to. Disney Springs is closed. It says authorised personnel only. Well, let's go down the stairs. So I've got a definite stop. I think I can go down to without anybody being too upset. There's 3, 4 security guards, 5 security guards over there. Yeah, so you're not getting on. Nobody's getting on. That's what it says. And that's what it says. So nobody's getting onto this property without Disney saying so. I'm not going to try. So there's the car park, and there's some vans and some people working. I actually wish one of these security guards would come and approach me so I could ask them if I could go on property, but I don't think they will. So a security guard just did pass me on the bridge, and I asked him if I could get on, and he said nah, no chance, and I said okay, have a good day, and I went back this way. What I can tell you is that there is more traffic than the last time I was down here, which was the day before lockdown. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put it up in a link on the top right there, when there was absolutely nobody. It was like a ghost town. This is giving me a little bit of hope now that Disney Springs is going to be open in a little while. So I just popped round to the premium outlet malls on the off chance they were open, and they are. So they've got some social distancing measures in place, and they've got reduced centre hours, Monday to Saturday 11 to 7, Sunday 12 to 6. So let's see what's open. This is what they're saying about what they're doing to keep us all safe. Starbucks not open yet. In fact, I think they're just starting to open with a few. So those that wanted to open or could open, opened, and those that couldn't, didn't. I saw a lot of bags outside Gap just now being loaded into a truck there. Okay. This looks like the softest of soft openings. I didn't see any kind of advertisements, anything on Facebook, nothing for this. So this is the outlet mall that's near Lake Buena Vista, so the kind of I-4 entrance closest to Disney Springs. This one's open. The ice cream shop's open. So I wonder which other malls or outlets are doing soft openings. I don't know when they're actually going to advertise the fact that they're open. I'm guessing they're going to be fully open by the weekend, and I think probably most malls are. I did hear that Florida Mall was opening very, very soon as well on the radio just before I got out of the car here. So I think we're going to be kind of fully open to some degree. Don't forget that stores can only open to 25% capacity, as can food and beverage outlets, 25% inside and 6 feet spacing outside. Okay, I'm going to go to iDrive. I'll see you down there. My last stop for the day is International Drive, and I'm here at the Starflyer, which is unfortunately closed, but there it is in all its glory, and there's the Orlando Eye. I've just driven up iDrive from the Orlando Premium outlets, and there's restaurants are open on iDrive, no hotels, but the restaurants are open for curbside. I've only seen one dine-in, which was Carrabba's, further down iDrive. That's the Italian place. So yeah, iDrive looks like it's going to be opening up. I'm guessing there's going to be more and more dine-in coming during this week. So you know, if they're already serving curbside, they'll probably bring 1 or 2 servers in just to serve some dine-in. I'm sure there'll be some locals that would want to dine in, having not had that opportunity since March. Yeah, so not a lot going on around here around Starflyer, but I think they may open, I guess, at the weekend or the 11th. I've just heard that City Walk was going to open on the 11th. So yeah, that's it from my little tour today around Disney Springs, Premium Outlet Malls, and iDrive. US daily cases yesterday stood at 24,713. The worldometers have now included a 3-day moving average, which takes out the spikes and troughs. New cases in Florida yesterday were 723. A new model by the Institute of Health Metrics and Evaluation predicted 134,000 deaths in the US by early August due to the relaxation of stay-at-home rules. 4,000 of these are projected to be in Florida. As at May the 4th, predicted deaths from this model were 71,995, while deaths recorded by worldometers up to yesterday stood at 69,925. The Orange County Economic Recovery Task Force met again yesterday And in response to a question by Chuck Whittle, Thomas Masloom, the Senior VP of Disney World Resorts and Transportation, said that Disney World didn't have updates to share about a reopening date. He was quoted as saying, "We do not have any opening date yet. As some of you may know, at this point we're taking bookings that were in June. That doesn't mean we're opening in June. At this time, I just want to make it clear we don't have any plans to share about Walt Disney World, or for that matter, any of our other parks at this point." SeaWorld Orlando has not commented at all yet, but Rich Costales, Executive VP of Resort Operations at Universal Orlando, made the same sentiments as Thomas Masloom. However, Tom Williams, the Chairman and CEO of Universal Parks and Resorts, did send an internal memo to all team members. In it, he said, "We are also already preparing to welcome back our guests." He also said that we will begin temperature checks for team members in Orlando and Hollywood soon, and we will continue to stay in touch with local health officials and be responsive to their guidance. Although nothing has been stated by Universal, this tweet suggests that Universal City Walk will be opening on May the 11th. When I returned home yesterday, I did see that Florida Mall, Orlando Premium Outlets and Orlando Vineland Premium Outlets had been announced as being opened yesterday. I wasn't aware of this before I left. So I hope you found the video section of this interesting. That was as close as I could get on Disney Springs, and my heart was going. I didn't really want to be turfed off Disney property and told never to come back. That would have been awful. So I'm glad that I got what I did get. It does at least show that they are getting ready to open up. It's just when. That tweet from the Universal side did seem to suggest that we're going to be on for the 11th of May opening. So if Universal's going to open on May the 11th, City Walk, then Disney Springs is going to open on May the 11th. And they've got almost a week to do that now. There was quite a few people down there yesterday. I didn't go to City Walk, but at Springs there was quite a few people working. So I'm very, very hopeful for a May the 11th opening for those two. The US daily cases went down slightly yesterday, and I'm pleased that Worldometers now have got this 3-day moving average. That's helpful. Florida cases went up slightly, but again the trend is downwards, so I'm pleased. We won't know if reopening Florida's had any effect on a spike of cases, probably for a couple of weeks, until symptoms show or people catch the disease and are ill through it. So I'll be keeping an eye out on that. Disney reiterating that June the 1st isn't an absolute date. Well, why not? It still could be, but they're not saying it is. So they're hedging their bets, basically. I'm still thinking that June the 1st is on the cards. I don't see a reason why it couldn't be, but again, as I mentioned yesterday, Coco Key is going to open on the 18th of May, and that's the first resort and water park that will be open in Orlando. It's only small, but Disney and Universal probably will be taking a look at that. Although we're going to hear before that, because they're going to have to gear up for an opening. They're going to be getting people back to work, and we're going to hear that through the grapevine. So stick with me for that. And then the malls announced as opening. All malls are going to be opening by next week, I would imagine. But it's only 25% capacity. That doesn't matter. People will be getting back into those malls. Although there was nobody there at the International Premium Outlets yesterday, I'm not surprised. There was nothing open. Although I didn't know that till I got there. But I think as the week progresses, those malls are going to have more and more shops open. And I think by Monday, we're going to be fully open. So yesterday was a really positive day, at least from what I could see. Things are starting to open, more things are going to be open. Springs and City Walk, I think definitely going to be open May the 11th, and from then on we'll just see when the resorts are going to be open, and then when the parks are going to be open. Resorts, I still think 1st of June, and the parks, I still think by latest 1st of July we're going to be back in parks. What that means for international travellers, not yet. My thoughts are not till August and maybe veering into September, all down to when the travel ban's lifted and all down to when European travel bans are lifted to come across this way. I'll get you more as I have it. That's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Until then, see ya. Bye bye.